White Sox, I say they've been coasting into the playoffs, and Tampa Bay's been having to win. It just depends on who gets hot.
The Philadelphia Eagles do have an opportunity.
To be honest, I thought you were going to say the Atlanta Falcons.
No, fuck no.
Oh god, yeah, that would have been warranted.
Paul George to show up again, and they need Reggie Jackson to be the best point guard left standing outside of Trae Young, who's hurt. What is going on, guys? We have a big week coming up on Saturday for college football, so we're doing a special Friday episode. The Black Friday at noon.
Black Friday.
It's been a hell of the last couple days. How was your guys' Thanksgiving?
Good. I ate too much.
My mom forgot corn.
Oh, no.
There's only a couple things you can't forget. You can't forget the turkey, unless you're having ham.
Right.
Can't forget the stuffing, and you can't forget the corn.
Well, like, we make this, like, broccoli cauliflower mix with, like, Parmesan cheese, graham crackers, and butter, which is phenomenal. It's addicting. It's ridiculous.
Oh, my God.
It's ridiculous. And I've been asking for it for, like, 2 months. Like, yo, make me a batch. Like, I can do it on my own. I just don't. And
all right.
So then she brought it on Thursday. And I was like, well, where's the corn? She goes, well, you wanted this. I'm like, I didn't say instead of. Like,
I wanted in addition to.
I was like, you should have just told me. I would have just gotten the corn myself. Like, well,
fair. That's fair. How do you guys do the corn? Is it just sweet corn?
Like frozen bag of corn?
Oh, okay. I didn't know if there was something special.
Oh, no.
Any corn.
No.
Sweet corn, creamy corn.
Yeah, right. Frozen bag.
T-Bone, how you feeling today? How you feeling about tomorrow?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Are we getting right? Do you want to get right into the shit show right away?
Yeah, go ahead. Maybe I can talk myself down.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hand the floor to you two because you guys have been. Well, Keith's been banging the Ohio State drum all year, and obviously T-Bone's a Michigan fan. I'm ready for a war, guys. What are you guys expecting out of this game?
What do I expect or what do I want?
Expect.
Yeah.
I expect Ohio State to win, but it's not
you
what I
can't
want.
Come on here and do that. You got to make the argument of we got the athletes, we got it all. We're Michigan.
Here's the thing. I would have said that until they beat the shit out of Michigan State. Now, I do believe Michigan is the better team. I think even though they lost the game, Michigan's better than Michigan State.
Okay.
Like, even though we lost the game, that game was a lot closer than it should have been. We've talked about that. I think, Michigan has more playmakers, and I think they're more of a dynamic offense.
I mean, they did just let a running back beat them, so that was it can be.
Wisconsin does that to teams week in and week out.
Correct. I mean, when he says better team, though, they probably are the better team overall.
That's what I'm saying. Like, overall, I think. I don't know. I don't know. It's so hard. Like, I'm rooting for Michigan. I'll probably bet Michigan because I want to have a good time at the game. But it's going to be a good time no matter what because I've never been to the Big House against Ohio State. I've been to the Big House probably a dozen times in my life. I'm happy, but I'm trying to not if they win. I don't know if I'll make it back to Wisconsin.
Man, just picture a world where Michigan defeats Ohio State, and then in the Big Ten championship game, Michigan loses to Wisconsin.
No.
That will happen.
That would be the greatest day ever because you're going to be on cloud nine. You're going to be insufferable. And then Wisconsin's going to come in and be like, hey, we've watched how to beat Michigan. You run the ball.
Yeah, but you didn't.
And what does Wisconsin do better than any team in the Big Ten? Run the ball.
Except against Michigan when they lost by 21.
Yeah, but they also didn't realize
17,
they had Braylon
17.
Allen. They didn't realize they had Braylon Allen. They thought that Graham Mertz is going to be their savior still. They've realized what their team is supposed to be. Good running backs behind a good O-line, a quarterback that doesn't need to win the game, just manage the game, and an amazing defense.
Right, that gave up
you're gonna bang that drum. I'm pretty sure there's still top 5 defense in the country.
here's the issue for Michigan tomorrow. CJ
yeah,
Stroud
that's what
is
we're
going to
talking
win the
about.
Heisman tomorrow.
Fuck no, dude. I don't
He's
want
going to
to
win the
witness
Heisman.
I don't want to witness
I've been
that.
banging that drum all year, and now this is the game. He's going to go win the Heisman. How many touchdowns are we talking about? We're talking like probably 4. Probably
I would
can't
say
match
4.
up with all their wide
Probably
receivers.
4 and 2 interceptions. He's young. He's young. He is young.
No, don't get me wrong. This is the hardest game of his career, and it's not even close.
Yeah.
Like he's never been in that environment. This is not even close. But this is where you win a Heisman. This is exactly where you win a Heisman, right?
I had a Facebook memory pop up that Michigan beat Ohio State. It was 10 years ago, and they haven't won since I made that status. So
Oof.
I think
I don't think it starts tomorrow, but
I think it does.
I think Michigan, it'll be close for a while. I do think that, but I think it's going to turn into that offense is too high powered for Ohio State, I think. And I don't think that Michigan can keep up, and then you're going to have a fuck up by Harbaugh at some point. You're going to have
it's not an if, it's going to happen.
It's going to be like the fourth
If I see JJ McCarthy's fucking ass running out there on 4th and 2, I am done. Oh my god, I can't.
I'm pretty sure he's the reason why Michigan lost to Michigan State.
It's 1,000% the reason why. He fumbled when we were up by 3.
So, is it a foregone conclusion that it's a 2-man race for Heisman now?
Yes.
Bryce Young and CJ Stroud.
Yeah, because Corral last night wasn't even that impressive in the Egg Bowl.
No, and what was the end score of that game?
31-21.
Okay.
Mississippi controlled that whole game.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they handled Texas A&M too the week prior. And
yeah, no, they're a legit top 10 team.
Oh yeah. And by the end of this, obviously they can't make it to the SEC championship game. I'm pretty sure that's locked.
They're gonna play in like
Alabama and Georgia
or something.
Yeah, but if Alabama loses like convincingly to Georgia, I'm not saying that Ole Miss is going to pop up and be, oh, here we're going to make the playoff now, but they could have a seat at like the five spot by the all time this is all said and done.
I mean, you would need Notre Dame to lose too, presumably, but
Michigan or Ohio State are going to lose.
Yeah,
Oklahoma State or Baylor.
I would still put if Ohio State lost, I think I'd still put them ahead of Mississippi.
Yeah, those are the two untouchables at this point. Like if they somehow, like in the Big Ten championship game, let's say Ohio State makes it and they lose in the Big Ten championship, I think they can still make it. But the problem is that if Michigan, whoever loses this week is not making the playoff between Michigan and Ohio State.
Yep.
Yeah. No, it could be a play-in. It's a play-in.
I think it's 100% a play-in. And then Notre Dame's sitting there like a spring chicken waiting to see who's going to be left standing. But so Notre Dame needs Georgia to beat the piss out of Alabama for Alabama to drop out. And Ohio State needs to beat the piss out of Michigan for Michigan to drop out. And then that's the way that Notre Dame gets in. I don't see another team that can make it in outside of Notre Dame unless Notre Dame lays an egg. Or Oklahoma State convincingly wins in Bedlam today. And then I think they would play Oklahoma again in the Big 12 championship game.
Yeah,
I think.
That's not. It's not happening. They'll finish probably 7th, 6th, maybe. If they're
Oklahoma
lucky.
State?
No, Mississippi. But Oklahoma State has a shot to make the playoff.
They do. They have an outside
I don't see
shot.
why not. If you win this week and they go beat Baylor, they have a legit argument. Oklahoma State.
Well, yeah, if they beat Oklahoma.
Well, Notre Dame is facing Stanford this week, which I don't know what marriage you put into Stanford, but
just a trash game.
The weekend, as good as entertaining as I love rivalry. Oh my god, I'm never going to be able to say that word anymore.
This Friday slate sucks so much, and it's usually a lot better than this.
Yeah,
but
I think Cincinnati East Carolina is going to be good.
You do?
No,
I think so. I think East Carolina was more of a threat.
You're probably right. They've been playing a lot better.
Yeah, and everybody was saying that for us included for like 7 weeks that SMU was going to be the toughest test for Cincinnati. I think East Carolina has a chance to at least keep it close. I understand it's a 14-point spread.
Cincinnati's kind of flipped the switch almost.
It does look like that because
And I don't think they're gonna just let go now.
Piss out of SMU.
Either one thing or the other could happen with Cincinnati. It can be, okay, now we're in the playoff and it just gets to us and we fall apart, or it's we're in the playoff and we're going to raise our level and then we're going to dominate another team.
The only thing for Notre Dame is that they need multiple teams to lose.
But they have that in Ohio State, Michigan.
Yeah, but they're not. They're never going to jump. They're never going to jump Cincinnati because Cincinnati.
You think if
Bama they don't need to jump Cincinnati
title
though.
Game, they could but jump them. They might.
They don't need. They just need to win, and they need a blowout in both SEC championship and Big Ten championship.
Which I don't think anyone.
I'm sorry, the SEC championship and then Michigan, Ohio State.
I don't think it matters if Alabama beats Georgia in the SEC championship. They're both in.
Well, yeah, that's the scenario that Notre Dame is fucked. I don't see that happening though, because Alabama has not been impressive this year.
No,
we were saying it about different teams like Oregon, Michigan State, Michigan at times. Like we don't know what Michigan is. Michigan lost to Michigan State. They've been more impressive the last couple weeks, but before that, they weren't looking that impressive. They were barely beating teams. I think Notre Dame has a very good chance of making it.
They're one of the most overrated teams in football, right?
The
Michigan schools, if they get ran over both back-to-back weeks by Ohio State. Remember that Michigan State classic? Yeah, it was just like for second place. That was a fun one.
Yep.
Like it could be. It really could be. I don't think it will be. At the Big House, you can't get blown out, can you?
Well, we have.
I mean, you can. You definitely can.
In this situation, you can't fathom getting just blown the hell out.
Okay, outside of those two teams, Alabama does not have a good resume at all. They almost lost to Arkansas.
That's why they dropped to 3.
Yeah, and they should have dropped to 4, in my opinion. Behind Cincinnati. At least Cincinnati has a couple really credible wins against the 5th team or the 6th team in the country. The best win for Alabama is Ole Miss, and yes, that looks like a good win now.
Yes, it does, and they beat them handily. So yeah,
but we all know why Alabama's sitting there at number 3 right now, though, right?
Because they were red.
All
right, so here's the thing, right? You're gonna tell me Michigan can't get blown out at home. We got blown out in 2015.
Yeah, but those teams aren't like
in 2019.
They aren't like this team.
We got beat by double digits in 2009.
They aren't like this team.
So you keep saying that, but
they might be by the end of it. But now
they could be sitting in a bad spot.
We have beat them 3 times since 2000.
You know,
that's depressing. They haven't won in the Harbaugh era.
We're coming on a day before here, and I'm trying to help his confidence with Michigan, and that is sad.
I need to be realistic.
That is absolutely sad.
I was expecting fire from T-Bone
today. I was expecting
JT was still short. We're going to just throw that one out there.
What's that?
JT was short. That would have turned the ball over, and it would have been game over. But you know what? This is how the rivalry goes. They didn't beat us until 1919 after playing for 20-some years, okay?
And then we
continue to win.
He said 1919, right?
God, we're going back to 1919?
Yeah, that's how long we've been playing, since 1897.
Betty White didn't even see that game.
You're trying to dig up hope by going back over 100 years?
Betty White didn't even see that game.
So I'm just saying, from 1897 to 1927, they only beat us 3 times.
Cisco says it was close, but it was a first down. JT.
No, it was not. It's irrefutable that he was short.
So wait, I have a question for you. If Michigan loses and Michigan loses convincingly, are you just not going to come back on the podcast?
I don't know. If it does help, we do lead the series still.
By how many games?
7.
7? Okay, give me 7 years.
And we haven't won a game in a decade.
Yeah.
So historically, we beat the shit out of them.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either, but that's okay. What's going on, man? How we doing? Got any questions for us or betting lines or anything? Throw us whatever you got.
Say, you got to have more hope than this. This is sad.
Why?
You bought tickets
He knows you.
to the game.
You did.
I am going to the game.
Yes. I mean, if you don't have hope, don't even go. Don't even go. I'll take them.
No. I have to have no hope, so that way, if they get their ass kicked tomorrow,
Keith, he knows your betting. Your betting
wrong.
prowess.
I'll defend Keith on that one. That one's not true. That statement is.
I don't think that's true either. How much are you up on this season? You got to be up pretty good money at this point.
Oh no, I'm not up in college football.
Man, we got a lot of people commenting today. Cisco's chiming in again in a more recent game. Buckeyes put up 62 on the then number 1 Michigan defense.
Right now it is.
Yeah, they also gave up 40 points. Okay, that was
Auburn beats Bama. Yeah, can we talk about that game?
What?
Auburn, Bama.
Yeah. Is there anything?
Okay? To put this one to bed, he went to high school with you, bud.
No,
and you still don't know how to bet.
No.
Yes, Cisco. We're gonna get into that game right now. Auburn, Alabama. When are they playing? Crimson Tide are favored by 20.5.
I think they actually are going to cover that too.
You think they're going to cover that?
I think Auburn's like that bad right now.
Now they are.
Well, yeah, that's the point. They're playing right now. So I mean, like their defense went to hell. I mean, when South Carolina exposed them, all of a sudden South Carolina's decent. Like, what's that? But they don't. How are they going to keep up with that offense? It could be exactly like Mississippi game with a worse.
The fact of the matter is they don't have Auburn doesn't have Bo Nix,
exactly,
which is enormous, and I don't think enough people are
talking
about that.
Who's the other kid? What's his name?
I'll look it up. Hold on. I don't remember off the top of my head.
He's a transfer, I think.
Yes, I know he's a transfer. No, I don't.
And I think Bryce is going for the Heisman as well. I think there's 2 quarterbacks that are going for it tomorrow, and he's one of them, and Stroud's one of them, and I think they're just going to go nuts. And they don't have it. They don't have it.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. There's no way that Auburn is beating Bama, so we can put that to bed real quick. And Bama beats Georgia by double digits?
Wait, what?
I understand what he's saying. Yes, the answer to the question is yes.
Yeah, Bama's already. I think Bama's going to make the playoffs. They have a possible make the playoffs
unless they lose. No,
yeah.
I mean,
I think it's hard. They can easily get in.
No, because if Alabama loses to Georgia, but beats Auburn, and like say Oklahoma State goes on and wins the rest, and they're sitting at 12-1 at that point, they should then take Oklahoma State, but they probably
would be 12-1. Alabama
11-1, whatever.
Who? Alabama?
Oklahoma State
or Georgia?
Oklahoma State.
The thing is that if I don't care who you are, if you beat Georgia, you're in the playoff at this point.
Yeah.
Outside of whoever the hell Georgia plays today. I think. I don't know.
They play Georgia Tech tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. If Georgia Tech beats Georgia, Georgia Tech is in the playoff.
Yeah, no. That's going to be so bad. I don't think Georgia Tech's going to score.
I can't see Cincinnati beating any of those other 3 teams.
That would be
unless Notre Dame makes it. Unless Cincy and Notre Dame make it.
Hey, thanks to the guy who said FSU is beating Florida. Does anybody really care about that game this year?
Oh, my fault.
Does anybody care about that game?
I saw it.
I care about it.
I don't.
It's college football, baby.
I mean, that game should be today. With all the rivalry games that just don't matter today. That should be today.
I can't believe that's a rivalry game.
Well, it's Florida.
Florida has a bigger rivalry with like LSU or something.
Probably Georgia.
Probably Georgia, but that would have been a shit show.
That game is going to be a shit show. Florida State and Florida.
Florida just fired their coach, didn't they?
Didn't
they fire Mullen?
They did. That game is going to be hideous.
Yeah, you know how many people are going to watch it? None.
What time is it at?
I don't know. I got to figure that out.
I'm looking it up right now. That's how much I know about that game.
Well, yeah.
Awful football game.
It is 11 o'clock. Good. We don't have to watch it.
Yeah, nobody's watching.
Nobody's gonna watch that fucking game.
Nobody's watching that game.
What's the good late slate game?
Oh, go to Bedlam. Oklahoma.
Is
Oklahoma State.
Bedlam's the night game?
It's the 6:30 ABC game.
Oh, nice. That'll be a really fucking good game.
Yeah.
Outside, but when we're talking, so there's playoff implications. Cisco, fuck off. If there's playoff implications, yeah, I know. There's two games with playoff implications, like heavy duty playoff implications. Obviously, Ohio State, Michigan. And then I think Oklahoma State does too, because I think Oklahoma State definitely has an outside chance. I don't think Oklahoma has a chance to make the playoff. I think they've been fallen too bad.
The committee absolutely hates Oklahoma.
Oklahoma sucks. So
Cisco, for A&M to make the top 10, they would need all hell to break loose. Literal all hell to break loose, and I don't see that happening. So
so we're saying it's 4.5 Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's just going to roll them over, we're saying?
I don't say roll them over, but I definitely think they cover. I think
they
win by like 10.
The way I'm leaning, too, I'm not going to put money on Oklahoma. There's absolutely no shot. I haven't done it all year. Why would I start now?
It's a bad time to do it, too, because they don't even know who their quarterback is at this point.
Spencer Sanders. I mean, Oklahoma State's got enough to beat them. I think their defense, too, is probably the best in the Big 12. They have a really good defense that nobody talks about.
Hold on. Wait a second. Never mind. I was looking at Texas A&M because I keep thinking about that question. And for that to happen, he would need BYU to lose. He would need Michigan State to lose, or I would. Oregon to lose again, which is a possibility. And Oklahoma to get crushed. That's the only way that A&M needs to soundly defeat LSU for that to happen. And I don't see them destroying them. LSU is not a bad football team.
Yeah.
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 Well, then I'll take Oklahoma State. I think the defense, that offense for Oklahoma has been sputtering too much. You saw when they played Baylor, they struggled on offense. Any team they come up with that is halfway decent on that side of the ball, they're going to struggle. I think the total is 49.5.
Yeah, I was looking.
I think that's too low for that game.
That's way too low. Oklahoma State can put up points.
I mean, but I could see Oklahoma struggling on offense tomorrow. It depends what you get. And you also have Spencer Rattler sitting and waiting in the wings every time Caleb Williams doesn't play very well. If it
was in Norman.
Yeah.
I think they could put up points, but since they're at Oklahoma State, I think it's going to be tough for Oklahoma to get going.
That's what I'm saying.
Cisco will get there. Don't worry.
You
know darn well we'll get there.
Oklahoma State, Minnesota. I'm going to take them on their defense.
T-Bone.
I think Oklahoma State has a real shot.
T-Bone.
That's what I'm saying.
Why you got to be a little bitter man over there?
I'm not being bitter. I'm saying exactly what I thought. Nah.
Wisconsin makes the Big Ten championship game. What more needs to be said?
Can't wait for that.
Nope.
We're losing. What time are they playing?
3:30.
3 p.m.
Beautiful.
Right?
Fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
I get Ohio State, Michigan, and then I get to watch Wisconsin because then we know who are already playing.
I said. I saw that and I was like, finally.
Okay, let's get a quick back.
Over under 39.
For the over under for Wisconsin? I'm smashing the over on that one for once. Wisconsin's been putting up points.
Yeah,
Wisconsin's been putting up points now.
I also would take the 7 with Wisconsin. I'm biased and I don't care because we're back. I can't run into the Braylon Allen wall and go against it. No, I'm not doing that.
We just need to see what happens with Braylon Allen dealing with cold weather because I don't think he's really dealt with cold weather yet.
He's from Fond du Lac.
Hey, playing football.
He's from Fond du Lac.
Yeah, he played football at Fond du Lac.
I get that, but playing in college is a different game.
It's fuck. It's cold up there.
It's not that much colder than here.
And he played football.
But you're saying as if
but how late does high school? How late does high school play?
They finished up last week.
They finished up last week, yeah.
For the championships?
For Wisconsin, at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So their regular season goes.
Braylon Allen is such a big back too.
Oh, he's huge.
He's gonna do damage in cold weather.
I think he
why can't we have the Big Ten title game outside? We'd be better off.
Because that would.
You're ridiculous.
Oh, I see what he's doing. He's rowing the boat.
Yeah, he's rowing the boat.
He's being an asshole.
You can roll.
This is one of those weeks that he doesn't like me.
Roll the boat, baby.
Hey, in that game, who has the better quarterback, Wisconsin or Minnesota?
Minnesota?
Minnesota by far.
You think so?
Don't they still have
their
Tanner
stats?
Morgan?
Yep.
Yeah, their stats
Tanner
are
Morgan.
very, very much alike.
Are they?
Yeah,
Tanner Morgan was a really good quarterback a couple of years ago.
Morgan's thrown for 1,700 yards, 9 touchdowns, 7 picks. Mertz is thrown for.
Do they have Ibrahim? Do they have Ibrahim back finally?
No, he's out.
Ibrahim Moises.
He's out for the year. He actually declared
there goes the opportunity.
He's coming back next year to Minnesota. So Allen versus him next year will be very fun, hopefully. But Mertz has 1,650 and 9 touchdowns, 9 picks. He has the same amount of touchdowns as Tanner Morgan.
Yeah, but
I'm surprised he doesn't have.
Tanner Morgan doesn't consistently lose his team games.
I mean,
he's lost a few of them.
Lost a few of them, and to be honest, one more than Wisconsin.
Like Illinois, he had no touchdowns, 2 picks, and they lost 14-6. I think he might have lost that one.
Minnesota lost to Bowling Green.
Yeah, they got embarrassed by Bowling Green.
I wouldn't say embarrassed, but they lost, which is embarrassing.
Bowling Green is embarrassing.
Yeah, because you can't put up if you can't put up points, you can't.
Bowling Green is 3-8.
Right.
Bowling Green is 3-8. Yeah.
They
also lost to Illinois, and that's not good. And Iowa's not.
I really think the Badgers are going to beat the crap out of them. They're weird. Minnesota's weird, and they almost play worse at home.
They do. They 100% do.
Really,
outside of the Ohio State game.
You do know they have just an equally as good of defense as Wisconsin does, right?
I wouldn't say that.
They're top 4 in yards. They're 4th in yards allowed.
Okay, what are their numbers against the run? Because that's the only because that's what Wisconsin does is run the damn ball.
No,
defense, giving up rushing yards. The Badgers are 11th. Minnesota is 42nd.
That's not what I'm saying. Total
that's a
yards
40-yard difference.
I get that.
Total yards allowed.
I get that. But Wisconsin, what does Wisconsin do though? Wisconsin runs the ball and
they suck at defending the pass. We're talking about defense.
Okay, they have the 25th ranked defense total, and we have the 10th.
Right. That's not that they're still top 25.
It's like a defense. Like a 60-yard difference.
I do understand that, but the fact of the matter is they haven't faced a running back. Well, let's see. Did they play Michigan State?
Okay.
I'm looking at running backs. They haven't played a really good running back.
That's my argument for Wisconsin. They haven't played a good offense, and when they do, they lose handily.
Passing offenses, Wisconsin's 197th, Minnesota's 194th.
Well, say that again.
Passing offenses, Wisconsin's 197th, Minnesota's 194th.
See, so they're better.
Oh yeah.
That's what you took away from that.
2 yards. 2 yards.
Don't hurt yourself falling over those 2 yards.
Oh yeah.
Here's my thing. If Minnesota had Ibrahim, I think Minnesota has a really good shot of winning this game. Without Ibrahim, I think it's going to be really tough for them to find yards against Wisconsin because they're not.
Thank you for saying I know how to bet. I do know that guy.
How do you say his name? Jabril.
I said Jabril. Until he said something nice, he wasn't getting anything.
You weren't going to recognize him until he said something nice.
Yeah, that's it.
That's kind of fucking funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's it.
I like it.
Yeah, no, I'm taking the Badgers.
Do you got a score?
In a shootout, it's going to be
shootout.
Yeah, it's going to be 20-7.
Oh my god!
We might score 3 touchdowns.
They might stumble into 3 touchdowns, and are going to be a defensive touchdown
and 1 long touchdown run, guaranteed.
Yeah, and then 2 interceptions and 2 pick sixes.
Yeah, we're gonna pick Tanner Morgan. We're gonna get after him. I think we're gonna get rush at him, and he's going to be in trouble all game. Just my opinion.
That's crazy that those passing yards for team.
Also, if we lose that game, I don't think I'll come on this damn thing again.
I can't wait.
I don't want to do that either. That would be brutal.
All right. Well, this has been MV3.
Yeah,
right. That's all we got.
So what we need to happen is Michigan needs to win and Wisconsin needs to win.
Wait, if we lost,
you don't want that.
If we lost, would it be Iowa or Minnesota? I haven't even thought about us losing.
It depends on what they do. Or
Iowa beat Minnesota.
If Iowa wins their game and then Minnesota wins, it would be Iowa.
Minnesota wins and in.
Really?
Same as Wisconsin.
No.
Yeah.
But didn't no Minnesota?
Iowa has the tiebreaker. Iowa has
Iowa beat
over
them.
Minnesota because
Yeah,
Iowa
but
beat
Iowa's
Minnesota.
gonna lose.
To who? Who are they even
Everyone.
playing?
Doesn't matter.
They're playing Nebraska.
Oh
Right,
yeah. Oh, they could lose that game.
Wait, that one just started. That
Yeah,
one
it just started. That one literally just kicked off.
Oh, okay. So now I have something.
Go
to actually-
Huskers!
Go Huskers! Best 3-8 team in ever.
I'm just saying, you guys don't want Michigan to win tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't, because
Why
you
would I
played
want
them
to play
and got
Ohio
your
State?
shit kicked in.
We
You'd rather
have
deal with a team who hasn't faced you, who hasn't
Hell
faced
no.
you, and all that shit.
We're gonna have to. Okay, we do this all the time. We go to the Big Ten title game. We have to talk
lose.
ourselves into oh, we can beat Ohio State if we do this, and then we get our asses kicked every single time. I don't want to do that.
You think Michigan has a curse
wanna
from
do that
Ohio
again.
State? It's Wisconsin. Wisconsin hasn't beaten them in like 20 years.
Yeah,
Nor have we.
I don't want to do that again. I want.
We
nothing
play them
to
every
do with
fucking
it.
year.
Yeah, and you know what's going to happen? Wisconsin's going to get like a 3-touchdown lead going into halftime, and then they're going to get absolutely shit on in the second half and lose by 3 touchdowns.
Here's the thing: for the Michigan game, I don't think Michigan can blow them out.
No,
Like-
fuck no.
Okay, but people would have said the same thing. They don't think Ohio State could blow out Michigan State. Like,
You know what?
they- like,
I'm on the wagon. I think Nebraska wins this game.
I think
Good.
so too.
I mean,
hope
it's
so.
just-
yeah,
it's just
Iowa's
a
bad. We're
matter
all
of
on that
fact.
wagon.
Yeah.
But like, I think Michigan's hope is that, like, their running backs are better than Ohio State's. I will stand by that. Corum's back. Haskins has been dynamic ever since he took the #1 job when Corum went down. They need to run the ball and dominate time of possession. You keep CJ fucking Stroud off the field. If they do that and they keep it a close game, Michigan wins. If they somehow get a long touchdown like they did against Penn State, and then they get like a pick, or they get a stop and it's like 14-0, 10-0. I don't want that. I don't want that. I do not want to be up. I want to be down at halftime by 4.
OH.
I'm not doing it. I'm not rooting for
Where'd
them.
that come from?
I'm not rooting for those.
Where'd that come from? Who said that?
OH
Hey,
is
again,
just
I'm
another.
rooting
It's
for
just,
Michigan.
OH
just
is
as hard
just
tomorrow.
for dyslexic people.
I'm okay. I'm okay with Wisconsin just making the Big Ten championship game after the rough beginning of the season they had.
I mean, yes, would I take that? But like, I'm looking to win it. I hate. How many times do we lose in that game? It sucks.
the Big Ten championship game?
Yeah.
Like,
What are
all
we?
of them?
One
Have
in,
you
In the
won one?
last 10 years,
What are we,
I don't
1
think
in
we've
5?
won one. I don't
Oh,
think we've
we
I'll
did. We
look.
won
No
one
problem.
when
I'll
Russell
get this.
Wilson was there. But that I don't even know if that might be over 10 years ago.
Well, they went to 3 consecutive when I think they had Bielema and then Barry Alvarez for the stand-in
I was
game.
at the game where they blew it to Penn State. I was at that.
Yeah.
That was really bad. And then I know they've gotten killed by Ohio State like 3 times.
Wasn't that like Christian?
2 years ago, they choked against Ohio
What
State.
the hell
They
was that
actually
Penn
did.
State quarterback's name? That was supposed to be like.
Tanner McClure.
You're thinking of Trace McSorley, I think.
Trace McSorley, was it him?
Hackenberg? Christian
that's
Hackenberg or
I thought it was
something?
McSorley.
Well, both of them played there, but there was a kid
It
that
was
was the number 1
Saquon. It
recruit
was
coming out of
Saquon's
Penn
team.
State
It
and
was
then shit the
Saquon's
bed in the
team.
NFL.
I know. It was
Wisconsin's
Huh?
Wisconsin's
Saquon was on
last
that
Big
team.
Ten championship was in
Ryan
2012.
Miles, Sanders.
Yeah, that was against Michigan State with Russ, right?
Russ against Kirk Cousins,
I
I,
don't know.
believe.
Hold on.
I think it was Russ
I
against
think
Kirk
so.
Cousins.
That game was insane, and that's the only one we've won.
That never gets old.
Nebraska's moving the ball.
No matter what, that game's going to be close. They don't blow anybody out, and they never get blown out by anybody. They're such a
Also
weird team.
true, but I don't know. I think Nebraska has a significantly better offense than Iowa, and they have 6 less wins.
I need to bring up the standings.
just
again,
crazy.
'cause- So Wisconsin in the conference is 6-2, and so is Iowa. And if Iowa loses, Iowa still has a chance. Okay, so here's the scenario: Wisconsin wins, they're in. Okay, Minnesota wins, and Iowa loses, Minnesota's in. If Iowa wins today and Minnesota wins, Iowa's in. That's your scenario.
Yeah.
That's the world we live in right now.
Yeah.
I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Then there's the Notre Dame thing. Notre Dame plays at 7 against Stanford. They're 20-point favorites.
I would take the points. I would bet that. That game's going to be a blowout.
Yeah. I don't think Stanford's going to score.
I don't think Stanford's going to score either.
I'm looking at the total at 52.5, and I'm thinking under because I just don't think they're going to score. And Jack Coney's going to put up 50? I don't think so.
All right. Well.
So what? So the Big Ten championship game has actually had a championship game since what? 2011?
Huh?
2012?
What are you asking?
When was the Big Ten championship game introduced?
It started like 2011, I think.
I think it was like 2011. Yeah.
Okay.
Wisconsin's been to it like
they won like they went
4 or
4 in a
5.
row and lost 0.
Yeah, we lost a lot of them.
Lost all of them.
Yeah.
Wisconsin?
Yeah.
There was a span where they won like 3 or 4 of them and kept going to the Rose Bowl.
No.
But that was before the Big Ten had a championship game.
No, right. Well, no, but it was also before the college football playoff when then the other team would go play for the actual in the playoff or something else. So
well, the winner of the Big Ten used to play the winner of the Pac-12 in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, that was before the football. That was before the BCS.
Before the playoff.
Yeah.
But wait, who would? So would the Badgers go to the Rose Bowl if they lost?
If they won the Big Ten championship, I would think they would go to the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, because we're not going to make the playoffs, so we would probably go.
No. You would need serious fucking help.
I don't even bring
it's not going to happen. No
I don't even want to bring it up.
Doesn't matter what happened. You're out of the playoffs.
Okay, let's not send him off.
Yeah, let's not do that. Wait, I want to. He hasn't gone off yet today.
No.
From 14, it's unrealistic, but taking down the number 2 team in the country, if Ohio State were to win.
Bowl, I think we would only go if we win because I think they would take
the New York
Rose
6
Bowl would take
regardless.
the loser of the Michigan
Or New Year's 6. Sorry.
They would take the loser of the Michigan-Ohio State game to the Rose Bowl, I'm assuming.
No, I still think Wisconsin would go to the Rose Bowl. If they won in the Big Ten championship game, they'd be ranked in the top 10.
If they lost. Let's say Michigan, let's say Ohio State just runs the table, and they're in the playoff, and then it's either Michigan or us for the Rose Bowl, right? They would have to take Michigan.
They would have to take Michigan because Michigan would have the better record.
Yeah, we just made the championship game, but
Michigan's going to have a better record than Wisconsin regardless.
Correct.
Because they only have 1 loss. Wisconsin has 3 losses.
Yeah.
But
touchdown Nebraska opening drive.
Let's go. Go Huskers.
Not bad.
5-minute drive. Easy as you like.
So let's say Michigan wins, who would you rather have? Wisconsin or Minnesota?
For what?
For the Big Ten championship game.
I don't give a shit. We're beating the fuck out of both of them. Like, I don't care. Like, I am so uninterested. We beat the shit out of them. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, at the beginning of the season when they were a different team. That's not Wisconsin is not the same team that they faced earlier in the season. We are a better
team in every dimension.
No, you're not.
Quarterback, running back, wide receivers, tight end,
running back.
Our running back is better than yours. Look at the stats. More touchdowns, more yards, equal yards.
Yeah, because Braylon Allen didn't start at the beginning of the season. The kid's 17.
Haskins was in a running back by committee with 3 other guys, with Corman and Edwards.
So was Braylon Allen until Ches went down.
Right.
He just dropped.
So he's better.
How many yards has he dropped in the last?
Braylon has 1,062 and
how many games did he play?
And I'm looking at Michigan. What is it? Haskins, right? Yeah. Haskins has 1 more yard than him.
I told you, their yards are equal.
Yeah, they are. Which
how many attempts? Wait, let me pull up.
Oh my god, we really want to get it.
He has over 200 attempts. Allen has 140.
140.
You play lesser competition.
Will you fucking stop with that shit? Braylon Allen's a ridiculous running back.
Okay, what's your point?
He's averaging over 7.
Hey, Michigan beat Maryland last week.
Yeah, calm down. Okay. All right, good. That's good.
Yeah, we also beat Wisconsin about 2 months ago.
We didn't know who we were. We were confused.
We also beat Penn State, who you couldn't beat.
Yeah,
different team.
We also would have bet Notre Dame that you also couldn't beat.
Different team. They kept on trying to throw the ball too much, and we already established
Notre Dame.
We're going over this. It doesn't matter.
No, I was gonna say Michigan didn't play Notre Dame. What the fuck?
I said if they played.
They beat Northern Illinois
by like 60.
Who? Michigan did?
Yeah, it was like 63 to like 17 or something.
63 to 10.
God, now I really want Michigan.
I do.
I want Michigan so fucking bad.
I want to play him
because I want him to eat fucking shit after.
I want us to see if we're actually a different team. Like we will figure it out.
We're a better team than we were when we played you guys.
Wisconsin and Michigan are very similar teams. The difference is the quarterback position, but the other difference is Wisconsin now knows what?
Better players, you're better as a collective. That's what I mean.
What?
Go Michigan. Go Michigan.
Go fucking
Michigan.
I want it.
You're telling me
Michigan.
I want it.
You're telling me your pass rush is better than Michigan?
Got Leo Chanel and Jack Sanborn.
We have Aiden Hutchinson, who's going to be a top 5 pick.
I don't think either of those two are have committed to the draft.
Remember when Aiden Hutchinson was the big talk with Kenneth Walker stoppage thing?
No, he's a pass rusher. He's not a run stopper.
Okay.
And that's why Wisconsin could easily win a game against Michigan because they don't have to throw the ball every time. Because they look at what Kenneth Walker did by himself against Michigan.
Okay.
And now you're going to say that and brings a similar running back.
Different team. Not stop. Do not say Walker and Allen are similar running backs. Fuck out of here. One's a Heisman candidate. The other's a freshman.
No, he's not.
Get out of here.
Kenneth Walker is nowhere near the Heisman talk anymore.
No, I said he was.
I would like to say I bet Allen is just as good, if not better, going forward.
The kid's 17, T-Bone. 17.
He's
putting up these yards.
He's actually a freak.
Yeah, that's impressive that he's 17. Okay. He can't even fucking buy a pack of cigarettes.
People can't buy packs of cigarettes until 21 now. Most of the people in college football can't buy a pack of cigarettes.
Okay. He can't even legally vote. I don't want that guy. I don't want that guy anywhere near me. He's a child. You are. We
gotta clip this. We gotta keep this with Braylon Allen's career going forward. We got.
It's gonna be phenomenal.
You guys are a bunch of pedos. You guys are fawning over a 17-year-old. Pedo.
Yeah, and how many times has Jim Harbaugh? Whoa. How many times has Jim Harbaugh been in a nice house of a high school student at age 16 or 17, like fawning over him
and slept over at Quinn Nordine? He slept over at Quinn Nordine's house.
Oh, he slept over at one of their houses. What the fuck?
It was funny, and then he was like in a tree.
It was funny. It was funny
as fuck. Yeah, it was funny.
Wow, that took a turn for the weirdest.
It was funny. It was funny.
It was funny. They slept together.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. Let's run down some of these games here.
Culture.
I'm putting 500 on Michigan to win.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck. I gotta go full in. As soon as I hit state lines on this drive in about an hour and a half.
500?
I'm gonna drop 500. Michigan.
Who's a psychopath?
Michigan money
line. We are winning.
You could just take the 7.5. Lose by like
7.5.
Nope.
Lose by 6 and double up.
Okay. Also, life hack. You know those that thing that went on viral on TikTok where you bite the thing and it sounds like an apple?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I found this thing, the glass one of it, and it's delicious. And I've just been reusing it for Gatorade. Great reusable. Just a life hack for you.
Random life hack. I appreciate
it. Yeah, I was just drinking it, and that's what I was
life hacks with T-Bone.
Iowa just had a big play. This might be an actually really good game.
Nebraska's games are always good games. All right, let's pick that game. Iowa, Nebraska.
Nebraska by 10.
Doesn't help that they're already winning, and it's on my TV, and I'm taking it
by 10.
By 10? That's probably realistic.
That's 7.
They could win by 7. That could be the final score of the game. Cincinnati, East Carolina.
Cincinnati by 35.
Okay, the line's at 14. So
you're taking... I'm going to take East Carolina to cover.
To cover. Okay. I would agree with that. I'm picking Cincinnati to win, East Carolina to cover
because it's on the road. They've been playing better. East Carolina's won 1, 2, 3. They won 4 in a row.
Yep.
They have a decent offense. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know how. That's another thing. Since he can really make a statement today, that's not a bad team.
They're solid. They're definitely a solid defensive team as well.
They are.
But there's how many teams in the country that would wipe the floor with Cincinnati? Georgia.
Okay, here's
Jesus Christ.
So I want to just bet my 500 so bad. Now you got me hyped. and we're gonna
Good.
we're blowing them the fuck out. I'm done.
Why the hell did it take
Good,
you
it took us
45
45
minutes to
minutes.
get
I don't
hype
know.
about this game?
I don't know.
This
I
is
had to
your
hype. I
game
told
of
you I had
the
to hype
year.
myself up.
It's the game of the year for you,
You
and
know
it
what?
took this fucking long to get hyped up.
You know what I want to see? I want to see Cade McNamara get fucking benched, JJ McCarthy come in, and he's gonna throw for 400 yards and beat CJ Stroud. The better of that football class.
You know what's an entertaining game tonight? North Carolina State.
I was about
might
to
be
say that.
entertaining.
I have a spider.
Like, I mean, the implications of it are not great, but like it could be a really fun game. NC State's favorite by 6. I think I like NC State. I like
NC State too. I still say that
team.
I still think that Sam Howell's a very good quarterback.
Me too.
But the problem is that his team is not the same team as last year. He had 2 studs at running back, obviously, because they're both
Dog shit.
North Carolina's going
His
to
team is so bad. It's sad.
Who?
Howells.
Yeah,
it is so bad.
I'm agreeing with you. His team.
North Carolina is going to a
against
bowl
me. I was
just
like,
because they have one of the best quarterbacks. They're going to a bowl because of it. That's it.
He's still going to be a first-round pick. Do we think that Sam Howell's going to be a first-round pick?
No.
He should be. He's got an arm.
No.
He does have an arm. Who else is coming out that you would pick?
Ritter.
I'm not taking Ritter over
I'm
him.
not taking Ritter over Howell. I'll give you Corral.
I'll give you Corral. He's like a Trey Lance. He's like a Trey Lance type. He can kind of run. He's got a big arm.
Trey Lance can run way better than him.
So can Sam Howell. Sam Howell's already proven he can run the ball.
I don't want to hear it. Sam
Howell's got a fucking cannon.
He does.
Sam Howell's white. Name the last white running quarterback. You can't. I think Desmond Ritter's closer to Lamar Jackson.
Where the fuck did that come from?
I'm just fired up about Michigan, and it just went left.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna.
No.
I think me and Keith are gonna get out of here, and T-Bone just gonna talk to you for 15 minutes.
You can just have a rant for 15 minutes.
Jesus Christ!
What you think?
Just
go through rosters. Yeah, this guy. Nope, he can't run.
We can talk about the fact that in the last 10 minutes, we went from him talking about pedophilia to white quarterbacks.
You were trying to be in love with an underage person. I was calling it out because I don't fuck with that shit. I support the truth. I hate molesters.
That's true. He does not. Kyle does not.
Yeah, he does not.
No, apparently I don't support the truth.
Next week is Navy Army. He probably won't even watch.
I probably
because I don't want
think
one
about
team to
putting
lose.
it on.
I feel like we're America. No one loses. We're in America.
God bless America.
No, the difference between Howell and Ritter is that I think Ritter coming out of college is much more like a Lamar Jackson, not as dynamic of an athlete, but like not as dynamic of an athlete.
I'm
but
not
like
bringing up the color. I'm not doing that.
No. Like his more style is more dynamic as like a runner, as a thrower. But coming out of college, you're just like people didn't really know Lamar Jackson was going to be Lamar Jackson, right?
I thought I knew. I'm pretty sure I called.
He was a psycho at Louisville.
He won the Heisman when he was like
exactly. What do you mean? I didn't know then.
No,
when was the last time other than that year that Louisville was even relevant?
I'm aware of this. Okay. I'm just saying. I don't think people at the time. I don't think people thought his game was going to translate as well as someone as like a Jared Goff, who came out as highly touted. I think it's similar to that.
I don't understand why he was so highly his tape at Cal was not even that good.
That's my point. That's my point with Howell. His tape isn't that good. But is it because
he's not that good? How trash that draft class was?
Okay, but
the Jared Goff one,
right? So, is it because his team was that bad, or is he just not that good? That's the question with some of these quarterbacks coming from mid-major schools. Not mid-major, but not top programs with top elite talent.
Trey Lance, Carson Wentz, teams like players like that.
But then you also have the Tua story where Tua comes out and he looks like dog shit up until 4 weeks ago.
And
he had four number one wide receivers on his fucking team. They
have Jalen Waddle, Devontae Parker,
Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith.
Don't. Oh, you're talking about when he was at Alabama. You're talking about when he was at Alabama,
right?
Yeah, right. That was Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle. They had Najee in the backfield. Holy shit! Yeah. They had Jerry Jeudy. My God.
Right.
Okay, I have a quick question. I know it's not about the games, but who had the better offense? LSU in 2019 or Alabama in 2020?
LSU.
That team is, my God. We talked about that a couple weeks ago.
I would love to see that matchup.
I wish I could have seen their defense try to stop their offense. That defense was equally as good.
That was
Yeah.
That was one of the greatest college football teams of all time.
Yes.
Yeah, and now
Easily.
you see how good a Chase, Jefferson, Burrow, White, who's Delpit, like all their guys who came, none of them have busted. They're all
The only
NFL
other college
They're
team
all
I can
NFL
think
players.
of that could rival that team is like, I don't remember what year it was, but Reggie Bush's USC team. Well, that was rude.
Go Horns, baby, hook 'em horns.
Jesus. Back to the slate if I can fucking find it. Who do you got winning North Carolina, NC State then?
NC State. Just a better team.
State, sorry, NC State.
They're,
NC State. Do they
North
cover? Do
Carolina
they cover
just-
the 6?
What
Do they
is
cover
it?
the 6?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah, I like
North
it.
Carolina is like the quality 6-6 team. I'm excited to see them in a bowl play a bad team and score 50 points.
Right,
And
they're
maybe
like the
still lose.
Lions. They're like a quality defeated team. Which the Bears.
All right.
I can't believe they didn't beat the Bears yesterday.
I can't believe it. Ridiculous.
Fucking
All right. So some
I
games for the
can.
Saturday slate before we give our picks for the two big game. Well, not two big games. Yeah, two big games and then the Wisconsin game. So Georgia Tech. Obviously Georgia's going to win, but Georgia, the line is 35. Do they cover?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
T-Bone?
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
What's the score going to be?
42-10.
Dick.
Georgia's gonna pull a lot of their guys out at
Georgia
halftime.
Tech just lost 55-0
I know.
to Notre Dame. I don't think they want to play this game.
I don't want to play this game.
You don't want to play Ohio State either.
No.
Texas Tech, Baylor. Baylor's favored by 14.
Baylor.
Texas Tech will cover that,
I think they will cover that.
but I think
okay,
Baylor wins
fine.
the game.
Yeah, Baylor.
I like Baylor a lot.
I've been
I'm
winning
not
a lot on
saying Texas
Baylor.
Tech's gonna win, but
I've been on Baylor for a while now. I love Baylor.
well, I mean, they have an opportunity to win. The Big 12.
Iowa with 4th and goal at the 1.
They're gonna get
They're gonna
stopped.
get stopped. I can't.
Yeah, they're gonna get. I'm glad that we were all in agreement immediately.
Continue.
Yeah.
Wake Forest, Boston College, Wake by 4.5.
4.
They might cover that. No, that's a
Boston
lie.
College. That's a
Boston
scary
College.
line.
That's a
scares
trap
the
game.
hell
That's
out
a
of
trap
me.
game.
Yeah.
Wake Forest
that
comes
is
that easily.
so
That's
scary.
100% a trap game. Wake
That's a
Forest should
trap.
roll that game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take. I don't even want anything.
I would
Then
take Wake. I would take
then
Wake with the
I would
points.
take Wake on principle.
Right, but since it's a trap game, they don't think you're going to bet Boston College, so I might throw Boston College.
Play action pass. The guy's wide open. Touchdown.
Oh, I thought you were going to say incomplete. I was like,
I thought he was going to say intercepted.
These Nebraska
Right.
kids think he dropped the ball though.
Well,
Probably.
did he? Keith?
I didn't look like it.
Hey, what's the difference between Nebraska and Iowa?
Like states wise.
Yeah, what's the difference? You think Nebraska and
Not
Iowa,
much.
both corn,
Yeah.
both square shapes.
So my
Nothing.
Megan, every time there's a Nebraska game, my fiance,
He
every time
dropped
there's
that ball.
he got a touchdown.
No, he
Every
didn't.
time Nebraska is on the TV when I'm watching college football, she's like, you know what the N stands for on the helmets of Nebraska? It stands for knowledge. Basically
We both had the
describing
same
what
reaction.
everything.
That's rough.
I mean,
Well, that's still Big Ten. She did go to Minnesota.
I think.
there's your problem.
Whoa, tread lightly, my friend.
Oh, wait, so is it a house divided for you this week?
Oh, we're going to war tomorrow.
I love
We
it.
are going to war. We are going to war tomorrow. We already know this.
Yeah,
I'm not
well,
going to be home. I'm not going to be
well,
home for that game. I won't
we
be
know
home
how
for
you
that
feel
game.
about people who actually go to war, so that's fine.
I fucking hate
Do you think he's going to bring up that Army plays Liberty at the same time on Saturday as all those others?
Do they? Oh, well, we know Kyle's not going to watch.
He's taking Liberty.
I got Liberty.
He's
in that
taking
one.
Liberty.
Liberty.
He's
Liberty with the points.
oh
It's
my
3.5 for Liberty. That might be a good game.
Liberty with the points.
I'm taking
Oh, yeah.
Army.
Yeah, I'm
Every
going to take
time
Army
I bet on
principle.
Liberty this year, I lose.
I'm gonna
that's
take- I'm gonna take
there's
Army
good
on
reason for
principle,
that.
'cause I
Liberty's a
love
terrible
Minnesota.
team to bet on.
I love it.
Houston,
yeah.
Houston, UConn.
Wow, we
Houston,
are really
32
bringing
and a
that
half.
game up. I love that.
We
I'm
brought that
taking-
game up?
I know the only
Oh
reason
my
the only
God.
reason I'm bringing it up is the 32 and a half.
I got Houston.
Houston with the
Houston.
points.
Probably, yeah. Probably like
10-1
55-6.
versus 1-10.
You
They're
could
going
have a
this way.
UTSA undefeated team
Yeah.
Exciting game last week out of them.
I think they could lose this game, though. I think North Texas is always a tough out. North Texas.
Are they? Are they?
They can be a tough out.
Just because they kind of remind you of Marshall, who had a horrific incident one time, doesn't mean they're a tough out. They look similar to a popular.
I'm
team.
gonna take UTSA.
I would take it 10.
What is
10.
it? What is it? How much?
10.
Yeah.
10 to UTSA.
I mean,
Yeah,
it was a close
they
game
reviewed it. I called it. Yeah, he dropped it incomplete.
Oh,
nice.
Weird.
Alabama, Auburn, Bama by 20.5.
I'm taking Alabama. As much as I want to take that number's gonna go up. By the way, like it's just gonna keep going.
It'll 100% go up.
Like, if you don't get it before 21, it's just gonna go.
You know what it opened at?
Yeah, I can see right now.
Less
it
than
opened
that.
at 19.
Okay, that's
it's probably not going to jump as much.
I think
I think it'll jump another
21 and a half.
I think 21 and a half.
Gets to 21 and a half.
Is it 20 right now or 20 and a half?
20 and a half.
20 and a half. I see it. Yeah.
I see 21 and a half by kickoff.
Yeah.
What is it? A 2:30? Yeah.
Okay.
Oregon State takes on Oregon in
the Civil War.
Yeah, it's a Civil War. Oregon's got.
That's such a dumb name. They weren't even a state at that point. They were a territory.
They were a territory.
What the fuck? No, actually, they were part of France. We didn't even have the Louisiana Purchase yet. What the fuck is going on?
Now we're in history class.
The history lesson.
God,
I'm gonna take the Beavers with the points.
You taking the money line too, or just the cover?
Just cover.
Okay.
I don't want the Beavs. I hate Oregon.
Oregon, they don't blow people like.
I haven't liked Oregon since Mariota was there. That was the last time I liked Oregon.
Since Joey Harrington was there.
Didn't they have LeGarrette Blount too?
Yes. They did smoking blunts.
He punched somebody in the face.
Boise State game.
Yep.
Yeah.
What a legendary name for LeGarrette Blount. Smoking blunts. That was the best fantasy football team name.
All right. Do you have the lines up, don't you, Keith?
I do.
Okay, then T-Bone. Guess what the line is? Penn State versus Michigan State in East Lansing.
Ooh.
I would not have guessed that line.
It's another weird one.
Penn State plus 3.5.
Plus 2 to Penn State.
Plus 2. No, plus 2 Michigan State.
No, it says Penn State on at least in Caesar.
Wait, what?
I literally,
there's no shot Michigan State isn't favored.
Yeah, it's -2 Penn State.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm double.
Caesar Sportsbook has it at Penn State by 2.
Yes, Penn State by 2. Yes, there you go.
I thought I had that right.
Yeah, that's what I have on here.
Yeah.
Nah, no way. That's a Michigan State bounces back. Penn State's not that good.
Yeah,
Penn State's defense is good, but I don't think their offense is anywhere. They don't have an identity.
Right, they're not that good to go on the road to a hostile environment. I mean, that's not a big rivalry, but it's still an in-conference. It's a decent rivalry.
Is Michigan State coming off of that loss?
Cover that. What?
Are they coming off a loss?
Yeah, Michigan State.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they came off. They're coming off the ass whooping. That's right.
The total is 52. Going under
by a lot.
I don't know.
I would say I'd say I would take a flex on that too. And I
would
say
stat of the day. Penn State first half unders are 10-1.
I believe 10-2. Now that we brought it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Just throwing it out there.
Right.
My lock of the week is another game at 2:30. Western Kentucky beats Marshall.
Yeah, dude. Western Kentucky's got a fucking dude at quarterback.
They do. Bailey Zappi.
I think he's actually leading the NCAA in passing yards.
He might be.
Yes, he is.
4,600 or something like that.
Yeah.
4,640 with 48 touchdowns and 9 picks.
All right, we're gonna rapid fire this because we're gonna get out of here in a second here. Right. Texas A&M, LSU. A&M's favored by 6.5.
Lusu with the upset.
I'm taking A&M
with the points.
Yeah.
Okay. Oklahoma, Oklahoma State. It's Bedlam. Oklahoma State's favored by 4.5.
This podcast has talked me into Oklahoma State.
Thank you. Let's go.
I'm not putting it. How can you bet on Oklahoma?
I literally had to watch the Oklahoma game last week with 2 Oklahoma fans. That was so annoying.
Yeah, but they suck. So.
They're like boomers, dude.
There's Oklahoma fans down here.
My sister lives in Oklahoma, and my brother-in-law is going to be at that game.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yep. Next.
Clemson, South Carolina. Clemson 11.5.
South Carolina by 12. Fuck Clemson.
You got South Carolina winning by a dozen?
Yeah, sure. I don't like Clemson.
I have Clemson winning, but I'm not taking those points.
I don't like Clemson.
I hate that game too, but South Carolina I think covers because I can't put money on Clemson. I don't care. Even if they're playing good,
you're gonna get fucked
you want
over.
me the two.
Is Dabo Swinney on the hot seat?
No, he's been good for too long.
Aren't they gonna make the ACC championship?
They'll make the ACC championship game. They only lost 3 games this year. I understand that that's really bad for Clemson standards, but if Dabo is not if Dabo is going to leave, he's going to take one of the big jobs that are available right now. USC, LSU, something like that.
You're not leaving.
If I'm him, I would. Peace.
No. We already talked about this, but real quick, Notre Dame, Stanford, 20 to Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
I'm taking Notre Dame too.
Yeah. BYU, USC, BYU by 7.
Weird. BYU.
That game is.
No, I don't like that game.
I don't want to touch that.
That sounds ugly.
I am going to take.
I'm going to take BYU
because I think USC sucks that much.
Because they don't have a coach. All right, Wisconsin. Here's the final two games: Wisconsin, Minnesota. Wisconsin by 7 with the over/under at 39.
Minnesota over.
Okay. I mean, okay.
If I'm going to take Minnesota money line, I would take the points.
I mean, to be fair, I did bet the under in the Northwestern Wisconsin game and lost, so
it couldn't have been by that much.
We're rowing.
It wasn't. It was literally by a point.
Let's go.
I'm going to take Wisconsin
with the points.
It's 27 win.
Mm-hmm. Final game, the big game of the week. Ohio State, Michigan. Ohio State is favored by 7. The over/under is 64.5. What?
I think the line I thought was 7.5.
It might have moved.
I like
since
a lot
I brought up
more.
the site. It might have moved since I brought up the site.
It went down to 7.
Oh, did it go? Okay, it went down. Okay.
I am going to take, sadly, Ohio State.
Michigan money line over.
Good luck with that, bud. Over? I say over no matter what.
Yeah, because it's either going to be close and I lose.
A lot.
So I'm going to bet the over and the Michigan money line separate. Because
Ohio State could score 64.5 by themselves tomorrow.
Okay. Come on, let's show some fight. Let's show some fight again in here.
Give me something. Give me the heat, T-Bone.
Money line Michigan.
Let you know right now.
They're going to score 65 on you.
Yeah, but we'll score 67. It's fine.
That would be.
I don't even know. I don't know what I would do. I can't wait. I'm gonna.
What would the nation do?
I don't know. Yeah, we're tailgating tomorrow.
What time?
8 a.m., 7 a.m.
I love it.
My kind of party. Games at noon Eastern.
My kind of party.
Unfortunately, I found out the golf course that you usually park on for Michigan is closed. So I don't know where I'm going to tailgate, but I'm going to be tailgating. I might get drunk at our house.
Get some TikToks.
Oh, I already got a couple drafts going. I have a couple drafts.
Let's go with that. All right, T-Bone, shout out the socials.
We are MV3 on Twitter. Sorry, MV3 Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, everything. You name it, we're on it.
Apple.
We're on MV3 Pod on Tinder. Some of us are single. We're trying to boost that game up as well.
So what do we put for the picture?
Do we put all of us?
It's our emojis.
Logo?
Kyle's out.
I was going to say, I'm engaged.
Yeah.
I'm not part of this.
I don't know if Keith's got someone. I'm going to assume not.
Nope. Single. I'm ready to get on the Tinder for MV3.
He spends a lot of time with us, so I'm gonna say he's like me. We're single.
Good point.
But
Keith,
What?
Keith, we're a Blake Barnett podcast, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's been extended.
That's hilarious.
The seed has been planted. We might be getting Blake Barnett.
If we could get it by
Christmas.
before a big Alabama game, like the SEC title game, maybe.
SEC title game would be huge.
Or I don't know if they make the playoff. That would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
And this isn't a joke. We have actually had contact with him. So.
Yes, we have had contact. We've been in talking to him. Originally, he asked for $10,000, and then later said he was kidding.
It was very funny, but some of us got a little hot. And we're like, "That's not fucking."
What do you mean, some of us? It was only you.
It was only one of us, and it was you, and it was very early in the morning.
And I was not ready for that.
Yeah, I was.
I was already awake for 4 hours at work grinding away. I don't know what to tell you. I was ready.
All right. We got to get out of here. My name's Kyle Davis. That's Keith. That's T-Bone. We'll talk to you soon. This has been MV3.
Go
Enjoy.
Blue, baby!
Fuck.
We're getting
Bye. Bye.
Yep.
The only thing with the White Sox, I say, they've been coasting into the playoffs, and Tampa Bay's been having to win. It just depends on who gets hot.
The Philadelphia Eagles do have an opportunity.
To be honest, I thought you were going to say the Atlanta Falcons.
No, fuck no.
Oh god, yeah, that would have been warranted.
Paul George to show up again, and they need Reggie Jackson to be the best point guard left standing outside of Trae Young, who's hurt.